Welcome back to the channel. So I put a little Facebook feeler out there trying to find a bog unit for the weekend. And I said, man, what better, since we obviously sold Burgundy, I said, you know, it'd be cool to do. A lot of people ask us how to get in the mudding world. How can I go to these mud bogs? What can I build? What's a good solid truck? This and that. Well, I figured it'd be really cool to buy something and show you guys actually how cheap it is and it takes to get into mud bogging or go to a mudding event, and you don't have to ruin your daily driver. So reached out, trying to find a 6.0 Power Stroke, and I think we found a winner. So a lot of people reached back and they said, hey man, I got this, that. I wanted to get something kind of close to us because we had to get it this week. So we're gonna do this whole deal this week. And I think I found something. It's a little raggedy.
It's a cherry.
But we haven't even talked to him yet. A car lot actually reached out to us and they said, hey, we got this thing here. So we actually haven't even talked to him yet. But this is the truck right here. It looks pretty well seasoned.
Well, they said it was so nice that they couldn't even sell it, right?
It looks pretty well seasoned. So, but I mean, I was expecting just like a stock truck. This thing's actually got probably a 6-inch lift,
Yep.
37-inch tires. As you can see, custom paint, custom scrap.
With a K, custom with a K. This is like Ghost. This is kind of like Ghost Flames right here.
It's definitely pretty beat. And what they said happened was they said they actually sold this truck and then somebody bought it and obviously just did not take care of it, and they ended up repoing the truck back. So let's go inside, talk to the guys. I don't want to open the door or do anything. I'm just kind of visually looking at it, but it is definitely a unit. So it's a 2005 or 2005 to 07 6.0. From what we can see, it actually already has head studs in it, so that is a plus. And let me make sure I'm not lying to you guys. Yep, she's got head studs. So let's go talk to the guys and see what they want to do on this thing. Well, so we got the keys, opened the hood, and it's definitely somebody really just did a number on it. They had no batteries in it, so we put some batteries back in it. And it is full of coolant, it is full of oil, so all the basics are checked. We'll check the trans fluid. Somebody robbed the ABS module out of it. Not sure what the deal with that is, but everything else seems to be there for it to run, so that is a plus. Don't be this guy. Don't buy a vehicle that you can't pay for and then ruin it for somebody else. That's just shitty. Don't do that. I hate hearing about that. That's just a shitty thing to do. So,
It's got brand new headlights in it though.
for some reason, the AC compressor's unplugged.
Well, and it's got a brand new dryer in it.
Oh yeah, somebody was trying to charge her up and then they came and took it back. The sway bar's missing. Dude, this thing's honestly perfect though for what we want to do with it. It's already got a lift kit, already got wheels and tires. Well, we got some different wheels and tires I think we're going to shove on it. Something that might not fit as good, but we'll make them fit, you know? A lot of fun.
This thing is mint condition.
Well,
And it's now or never just to see if she goes.
See if it starts. Will it start? Good sign.
It's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah, see if it moves. Yeah, I'm filming. Yeah, see if it goes into gear. It reverses. Do what? Says it's in four-wheel drive? Let me see if front drive shaft's spinning.
Let me go in low and see if it locks in the low. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Low. So roll back, make sure the gear ratios are on.
I don't have the front end locked in unless you locked it. It's not locked in then. It's just kind of a bloop, 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 bloop.
Almost out. Just hoping the lifter's not gone, you know?
Yeah. Kind of power brake it a little bit. Load the motor. Yeah. If that is an intake, that is goofy.
Up just now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what it does is, if it's that issue, is the cam lobes wear weird, and when they do that, it basically starts ramping up and it eats your lifter away, and then the lifter starts basically not lifting up as much as it should, and it starts popping through the intake. So it ruins lifters in a set of cam, or a set of lifters in a cam is what it does. So hope it's not. I'm hoping it's that honestly, unless it just stays the same, it just may be a risk that we got to take, and then hopefully it's not it. But if it is, that would suck.
Another junk pile.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these C-Rubs, like, oh, you know why? It's because that bumper's
Oh, yes.
snapped in. I went the wrong way here.
Just turn here and loop back around.
Well, I'm gonna actually take it out and really run. He did say after it runs for a little bit, it'll start missing. So I'm curious to see what that's about. I don't know.
I hope this thing don't start missing us back to the...
But it felt like it surged a little bit. Could need fuel filters. Could have crap fuel in it. Could be.
Does it have fuel in it?
Yeah, it's got a half tank.
I mean, there's no chance
I'm sure
that doesn't
I
work.
mean, when they repoed it, they probably weren't planning on it being repoed. So she's down on power for sure.
Oh man.
So what it probably feels like right now, what it feels to me like, is it's losing fuel pressure. So it's either got a weak fuel pump, it's got a weak fuel pump, it's got plugged up fuel filters, because it's just not, the turbo seems like it's working. I'm an idiot. I should have brought her a scanner, but I'm just dumb, I guess.
They for sure are. I bet none of that was in the truck when they got it back.
Maybe.
I bet none of that was in the truck, so they kind of started trying to get stuff to figure out what was going on with it. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I saw
This
that.
is the...
Something for light. Oh, I bet it's for right here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there. That's some fellow marine construction guys like I used to do right there.
Could be you right now.
It could not be me.
It doesn't run that bad. Oil pressure's good, I think.
I mean, it's a Ford oil gauge, so unless it has zero.
What's so funny is like it's like almost like it's a little low, but it's not. It can't be with the way these gauges work. But what happens too is if the lifter, like let's say it ate a lifter, the first thing it does is takes the oil pump out too, and it'll shut the truck off. So if it's putting a bunch of metal in there,
There was no metal in the oil. The oil did look nice. It was black, but it looked clean.
What it does is it eats up the oil pump and ruins the front cover. And what that does is it'll basically chew up the front cover, and then it loses oil pressure. You won't be able to build oil pressure. So this truck needs low oil pressure to run because the low oil pressure supplies the high pressure oil. So if it has no low pressure, it doesn't have high pressure, and the truck will not start. Pull her back in here. Hey man,
It's definitely getting louder.
I think it's the same.
It sounds like an Indian beating on a drum now.
I think it's the same, man. I don't think it's much different, so I'm not stressing it. But I am stressing it because if it is a cam, that would suck.
Yeah.
But you get a lift kit for your truck, I guess.
I tell you, I don't think it's a good deal. think.
Well, that was a no-go on that one. So unfortunately, it was popping through the intake pretty bad, and I didn't want to risk buying something that we instantly just was broken. And the guy that called me up on it or hit me up on it, he said, man, he's like, man, I had no idea. He's like, it's been sitting here for 6 or 7 months. We didn't know that. And I believe him. Like, it's, you know, he's like, if I'd known, I would have told you, because they were pretty upfront about the whole thing. They told me body was all messed up and everything. So unfortunately, it's not a purchase. So we will move on to the next one. There's a few more on my radar, so we'll see what they are, you know, entailing to have work done on them and what to get fixed on them or whatever, and we'll see if we can maybe lock another one in. But that one, all in all, it wouldn't have been a horrible deal, but like I said, that popping, man, it's just, I could be really screwed on that if it was something big. And they said, they're like, hey, we just need to get this much for it. I said, no big deal. We're, you know, no hard feelings. It is what it is. So I get their point. They got to get their money back, and I just can't see risking that much money and then having a problem. So either way, we will be on to the next one. We'll check that one out.
As they say, on to the next one, old son.
On to the next. All right, guys, we're on day 2. Well, a little bit more than day 2, but second day of finding a truck at a decent price I think we can make a deal with. Had to drive a little bit for this one. We're driving across the state, going to the East Coast. So hopefully this deal works out. Got up super early this morning. Been running for about an hour now. Sun's starting to come up. And we're on the way. Hopefully this truck turns out better than the last one. Unfortunately, like I said, it was too much risk to take on what we want to do. And, you know, it could have been a good deal for us, or it could have been a really bad deal for us. But this one apparently runs, drives, and has 0 issues except for a couple small things. So we're on the way to check this thing out off to the other coast of Florida. East Coast bound. Shoo, look at that beautiful, beautiful morning sky. Love it. Well, we made it to the other side of Florida. We're out here in Palm Bay, and we got our unit that we're checking out today. So guys, here we go. 2006, I believe, F-250, Super Duty, 4-wheel drive, old work truck, 190,000 miles on it. Got some decent set of wheels and tires on it. Got some mudders already there, leveling kit. I guess it was like an old FPL truck. So this thing is, she's a solid unit. So our goal, I get asked all the time, what's it cost to get into mudding? What's it cost to build a mud truck? That kind of stuff. And so, you know, I'll show you guys. I mean, this is going to be something we're going to take out, have a good time this weekend with, hopefully. We'll get it back, do some work to it, put a little bit more horsepower to it. The truck is bone stock. I wanted a 6.0 because I love the 6.0. I love the way they sound. You can make them rip for cheap, and I've got a few parts laying around for it. So also, it is a straight axle, not an IFS, so that helps out when you're trying to build something. But right now, if I end up getting this deal, I'm going to be getting the truck for $62.50. So for $62.50, they've got me a running, driving 6.0 4-wheel drive. It does have an oil leak. It's got a pretty decent oil leak on the front cover, but it's not like, we're not too concerned about that because we can fix that. But you guys can see there's a little bit of oil dripping already sitting there. But front cover job on these, half a day's work, if that, and then just kind of doing a gasket and everything. Unless it's something different or something major, we'll go from there. But I think it's just a front cover. So either way, we'll do that, play with this thing, and set it up for the mud bog. So let's go drive it and see how it runs. It is already warm. The guy was actually using it for work this morning. So oh yeah. Check engine lights on for a glow plug. Pretty common on these. So not uncommon to see a check engine light for a glow plug on a 6-liter. But the 05 and later models, they already have a boost gauge built into the dash, which is cool. Helps you see what your boost is, helps with diagnosing if you are having an issue. But all in all, this thing runs really good. It's a smooth running truck. The mudders on her, boy. Dash is a little, we can fix that though. That's just simple dash cover. Definitely runs a hell of a lot better than the last one we drove. This one is a lot smoother. I think the last one had a fuel filter issue, and it was plugging the fuel filters up from what I can see. Brakes work pretty good. Oh, all the power, baby. Dude, it runs really good. Man, it runs really good. So I think that's it, man. I think we're gonna go buy this thing, head on back, and hopefully make the purchase and take it home. Dude, what are you doing? Get off my right there. This thing is clean.
You see that big hole in the back of the transfer case?
I know the transfer case works, so if there's a hole in it, it's just gonna get well lubricated with water over the weekend.
It's welded up.
What do you think?
It's clean. Super clean.
Not a bad truck, dude. Not bad. So right now we're $62.50 into this project, and then plus fuel, whatever. But we're not gonna worry about fuel and stuff to go get it. But we're $62.50. Truck's got a little leveling kit on it. Not bad.
Brand new 35.
Brand new 35-inch tires, 17-inch rims. So runs really good. It's got an oil leak. So
we have what? One day?
We have
put a cradle underneath it and put it on 2.5 tons?
just one day. So guys, we made it back. Everything is here. Justin's first thought of the truck is it's awesome. So we're gonna get working on this thing. But hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching the channel. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. And do not forget, guys, JH Diesel merch live on the website. Go check it out. CleetusMcFarland.com/JH.